Alright, we're here for another league. I've got a decent starting hand on the draw. I do need to draw lands, but I've got a bunch of anti-combat cards. Hopefully I won't just die on their turn 4, and hopefully I'll draw lands. I would like a card draw option, like an Oracle or a Compulsive or a Muldrifter, but this hand's fine. Also, if my opponent leads on Forest, I'm pretty happy. Nettle Sentinel, alright. Monoqual is probably the worst card I could draw. I'm putting it on Stompy? Probably. Leading on Ranger. Oh, maybe they only have one land and they'll play Rancor now. Yep, yeah. Alright, there's Stompy. If I draw... Well, that's not bad. Especially my opponent only has one land. Cool. I should probably shrink the chat now. And let's see if my graveyard... Yep, let's pop it back there. Ooh, I get to counter this. This is nice. I do need to draw a whole lot of lands, so hopefully I see 2 lands off of this. If I only see 1 land, hopefully it's... that's not great. I think I have to bottom Oracle. I go to 12 this turn. My opponent's not playing anything else. So if I just go Quicksand, pass, untap, no, Oracle's just too slow. If I draw an untapped land, I'm going to win. Because I'm just going to go Dignitary, Dignitary, flicker them. I suppose I could just draw no lands for 4 more turns. I can always flicker my Cove if I have to. Sure. Alright, let's draw a land. If it's a green tap land, I'm also fine. Because I can just go to 8 and then either go to 10 or go to 9 and Quicksand using Flicker. Okay, now I'm just going to win the game. Yeah, this is why it was a good keep. If I just draw lands and I'm playing against creature deck, I'm going to win. Yeah. Why not? Alright. Guess my opponent has double vines. I could be in trouble. So I may want to use the flicker sooner than later. Well, if they have mana untapped, I'm not going to use it. If I ever draw a green mana source, then I don't need to worry about double vines, so. So I can just go get Tron. And then upkeep, I can flicker both dignitaries. If my opponent does have double vines, I block, block, block. Well, block, block, and take 3. So I'm dead to double vines plus another vines off the top or a groundswell. Okay. I think that's a fine situation to be in. Attacking seems suspect. Alright, let's see what happens. If either one of these triggers goes off, I think I'm fine. Okay. I only have one color mana source, so maybe if only one of these triggers goes off, I could be in reasonable trouble. Huh, they do have the double vines. Alright. I didn't need to go for Tron, I suppose, but I did, so. Alright, I'm gonna take some amount of damage. So I'm going to 4 no matter what. My opponent can't kill me this turn. So do I want to kill a creature is my decision. I can either do that. Can't do this because then I just die. And I think I have to block that with at least one. And I think leaving the Rancor on this creature is probably for the best. Otherwise, I'm just going to put it on a flyer. And I'll be in trouble. So this brings me to 2. I guess I'm dead to Groundswell. A lot of people don't play Groundswell anymore, though. So this also leaves me dead to just the flyers, though. So I can just do this. Yeah. Then if my opponent has a brick in hand... Oh, what? Oh, okay. If my opponent has a brick in hand and bricks next turn, I can just wall back the flicker. Do a same blocks next turn, Dignitary on this, and then wall on here, Dignitary on there. Go to 1, and then I have flicker plus wall plus Dignitary. Or my opponent could have a creature, and then I'm probably dead if I don't. Oh, never mind. That was easy. Yeah. Prism makes this deck a lot better. Yeah, I'll just let him attack. Wonder if I can make him waste of vines. I think I can. Because I can quicksand no Sentinel. And if they have vines, they'll vines for sure. And then I can Moment's Peace. And I think that's worth spending this time on. Do it before blocks. Okay. Alright. I can be pretty sure they don't have vines in hand then. Okay. No Moment's Peace. In the turn, all teachings for Flicker, I guess. Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay, just do that. I assume. If they had that in their hand and they didn't cast it last turn, that'd be pretty awkward. Alright. If they have a main deck Lombo, I have time to flashback teachings and pulse or do something like that. I'm just going to get a... Well, they're tapped out. Do I need a second Ghostly Flicker? I guess I don't, right? So I'll just go ahead and get pulse. Why not? Alright. We'll go ahead and wall back the Ghostly Flicker. Go ahead and flicker my Stonehorn. And I guess I can flicker the Prism and wall, and if I miss, I can just cast the Moment's Peace from my hand. That's too much work. I'm just gonna do this and then pass. I should probably auto yield those Stonehorn triggers. Dink. Okay. It works. Ancient Grudge for longbow and Vault Scourge. Gutshot on the draw. Unlike serrated arrows. Quicksand's super dangerous against all their pump spells. Fingraph's not necessary. Condescend is so bad. But it really depends on if I need the capsize. I think capsize is usually better than condescend. Sometimes you just need to capsize your own dignitary and replay it. It also gives you outs against Graveyard Hate if they have Fairy Macabre or if they draw multiple relics or something. Yeah, this was fine. Dispel's also an option, but countering their pump spell is nice because it can frequently take a turn off of their clock. Well, add a turn to their clock, I suppose. But it's not really necessary. This hand is very close to a keep. My opponent mulligans will probably keep it. Like, it just needs to draw lands. I wish I could draw cards. Let's see if I would have gotten there. That sounds fine too. Easy keep. Alright. If they start with a Nettle Sentinel, I might lead on a Tron land. Because I might need to map for Grotto for a moment's peace. Vault Scourge, not so much. So how's this game gonna go? You know what? I'm only gonna get punished if I draw Prohibit. So I'll see what I draw. If I draw Prohibit next turn, yeah, I'm gonna wish I played that tap land turn 1. But if I draw Prism, I'm much more happy getting Tron. If I draw Grotto, and I get to... Ooh, that's not good for my opponent. Oh, jeez. If that's their plan, they are in serious trouble. So why would you Hunger of the Howlpack there unless you have more than one and don't have a Nest Invader? I guess that's the reason. They have more than one Hunger of the Howlpack, and they're just trying to get damage in. Given that, I think I'm just going to take the very, very conservative route of playing a Tron land and then getting Grotto with Expedition Map. Elephant Guide. On the Burning Tree, the creature I can block with oracles? Alright. That's a play. I don't like it, but it's something you can do. Go ahead and get Grotto. Get punished. Pass turn. If my opponent doesn't do anything, I will go to 4 and not Moment's Peace. If my opponent plays an Elephant Guide... Oh, never mind. If my opponent plays Elephant Guide and Hunger of the Howlpack, I have to Moment's Peace. Oh, never mind. Guess they're not doing that, are they? Alright, I will go to 1 if given a chance. I'll go to 2 if given a chance. Yeah, it puts me pretty dead in the longbow later. But, whatever. I'll have time to figure out a plan against that. Ugh. Of course, I draw a Dignitary and wish I just gained the stupid life. Whatever. This turn I'll Moment's Peace. Next turn I'll Dignitary. Oop. I'll miss click. There we go. Ooh, that was a good draw. I'm going to start with just Dignitary. I could Prism. If I draw Tron, then I can do everything. And otherwise, I can just flashback Moment's Peace. But, alright. Let's start with Prism. Okay. Yeah, this matchup's absurd. Yeah, I'm still gonna hurt to Longbow, but they can play an equipped Longbow, deal me 1, and I can capsize the creature it's on. Assuming I can draw Tron ever. I'm going to start with a compulsive. Of course, I played my land first because I'm dumb. Oh, I didn't play lands. That was last turn. What am I talking about? I'm discarding land anyway, right? Don't need the land. Alright, my opponent has instant speed artifact destruction. I will flicker my dignitaries. If they don't do anything, I'm just going to Moment's Peace. And I do need a Moment's Peace because they have a flying 4/2. I could have just flickered there and made them use Alliance if they had it. Otherwise, I would stack up 2 dignitary triggers, but I don't want to put my flicker into the graveyard. I might as well use the Moment's Peace so that if they draw a relic, it actually doesn't really do anything. Riverbow is fine. Let's see what I draw next turn. Alright, I'll lead on a Prism. I assume. Cool. I'll play a Dignitary, and I'll gain a land, or gain a life, rather, with a land. And I'll pass turn. I do need to eventually find Tron. Otherwise, a longbow could kill me. It'll take a while. Sure. Oh, never mind. Longbow doesn't kill me anymore now. I will go ahead and... I guess I can double flicker. If this stores up 2 triggers, then I'm going to be in very good shape. Alright. I'm just going to go ahead and lead on Prism. How important is my mana? It's actually kind of important because next turn I can start capsizing things. So I'm just going to go ahead and invoke the Moldrifter. That was not bad. Alright, so my opponent skips this combat and next turn's combat. I'm not worried about Longbow. I'm not worried about Relic. Okay. Teachings. Crop Rotation. 9 mana. 11 mana. Flashback. Go to 5 mana. Teachings. And then I have 1 over. Yeah, I'll just play this. No pass turn. Let's see what my opponent does. Sure. I'm going to try to set up capsize on Dignitary since I don't have a wall yet. I've got plenty of colored mana, so I'm going to sack a Grotto. Crop Rotation. Crop Rotation for mine. Go ahead and flashback Teachings, getting Teachings. And then Teachings for Prohibit. It's also my prop to Concession. Alright. Got 11, 15, maybe 16 mana. Flashback Teachings for Peace. Cast Peace is 8 mana, so I can capsize and prohibit. And if they have double vines, I can still survive by crop rotation or Teachings for Mindless Peace. Cool. Now that that math's done, let's just start with this. Oh, that also works. I'm going to play an untapped land so I can flashback Teachings. Or cast Capsize if they empty their hand for some reason. There's still a chance they have 1 vines, because they saw me get Prohibit. They may have just not cast it, so I don't want to just jam a Capsize on my Dignitary naked. I'll go ahead and get a flicker, right? Yeah. Start with the easy way. Now if they have double vines, I can just flicker 2 dignitaries and buy a bunch of time. It would be unfortunate if they have double vines, because they didn't have double vines last time. Play dignitary, play tap land. I am gonna need to eventually find a wall, but let's hope I find a wall before they find a vines, huh? If they don't have a vines this turn, then I am just gonna naked capsize the dignitary. Okay. Go ahead and bounce a dignitary. Keep one in hand. I can play a untapped land. Doesn't really matter. My opponent's sandbagging Quirion Ranger. They can go top deck longbow, play it, equip to Nettle Sentinel, play Ranger, deal me 1, untap, deal me 1. Bounce a forest, untap, deal me 3 total. Play that forest, equip, deal me 4. And I'm at 6. Alright. Bastard. Ding. This deck is stupid. I didn't hit Tron until turn 9 or something, so I was still able to just win because I'm playing a bunch of anti-combat cards. Funny, I had a pretty slow draw though. If that Vault Scourge was a Nettle Sentinel, things could have been hairy. Nah, never mind. I guess this game's not gonna last very long. Okay, I didn't get a second flicker. You never know if they have Fairy Macabre. I don't want to put both flickers into a graveyard for, well, ever. Alright, if I play an untapped land, I've got 9 mana, so I can go ahead and flicker. Cool. End of turn, I'm going to capsize my wall, so I can get Prohibit back. If they have vines, that's fine. I'll just flicker my wall, get back capsize. Doesn't matter. My opponent is locked out, basically. They need to build up a lot of stuff that I need to capsize. Or not. Need to prohibit. I'll start getting another tower in case I have a Thermokarst or whatever. I guess I need to figure out a way to kill them. My library has a lot of creatures in it. My library has 3 oracles or 3 Muldrifters, 4 oracles left. Because I'll play a dignitary. Alright. My opponent doesn't have a Sylvan Ranger or Quirion Ranger yet, so I could just start bouncing their lands. I guess I'll get a other flicker trigger. I am going to win this game, and I'm not going to time out, so. Feeling pretty confident here. Are you really floating mana? No, alright. I'm not sure what this leaves me open to, so maybe doing this main phase isn't great, but on the other hand, I'm very lazy. Sure. Probably ought to yield that. Yeah, they have 3 forests in hand. Alright. We got this. My opponent's skipping the next 3 combats, so That helps. I'll go ahead and lead on this. If I draw another one, I'll play it. Alright. Oops. Let's just start bouncing lands. Got nothing better to do with my time. Pass. If they force me to prohibit something, I will. And then I'll just get back the wall with capsize. But they didn't. I guess I should make a blue manus. Yep. This would be much more awkward if they had a Quirion Ranger, but they don't, so we get to do this very simply. And I'm going to be able to Ancient Grudge that Vault Scourge and start attacking soon. Maybe not this turn. I'll give it another turn. So I can end of turn bounce their last land. Go. Quirion Ranger. Hunger of the Howlpack, sure. Alright. Capsize. F6. One more combat, so we can start bouncing their 2-drops. And get in with my dignitaries sooner. I'm going to lead on Oracle, actually. See if I draw a land. I did. No. Well, this matchup's easy, and I'm glad I won it.